Good moment.
Ta-da! Another day, another day. Welcome to our daily contemplation. I'm Juna.
Sabine.
We're from Synergy in Motion, where it's all about living true to you and your magic, living in wonder and awe. And we've been slaying demons all night. We have workers had like high winds. It's been a swirl of extremes. And that's been the theme for the last few days. As we take our inspiration from the I-Ching, the 15th hexagram in particular for the last 6 days, and the inspiration of gene keys and human design. So that makes it more modern and relevant. And so we have some tools and tips for living true to you and your magic today, and maybe a brief rundown of what we've been doing. We've looking at the 15th hexagram, the 15th gate or gene key, and it's all about dancing in the extremes. So perhaps you've been dancing in the extremes this week. Just notice, look at the extremes, the highs, the lows, the somewhere in between. And we've been talking, another one of the key words is modesty or moderation. We're redefining the word modesty into moderation, which is you get to regulate and moderate the dance between these extremes for you with your own inner self. When you're connected to yourself and you're living true to you, you can moderate from that point of view, not the outside standards. So we have a bit of a wrap up today and some other really cool things that we've been talking about that we'll share with you.
Mm-hmm. And I was contemplating about how we're contemplating these mornings and how we go like every day is a little bit from a different angle. It's always around themes of living and life, but we dip into themes here and there, and it's not this big long contemplation. It's 10 minutes that we have to spark something. And it's a bit like life, right? Life sometimes happens really fast and we don't have time to go deep and take that time to contemplate, which sometimes is valuable too. But most of the time, life flies. And there's a real power in that. And that is that your mind actually is very slow compared to how your whole being works, right?
Your energy, right? Working with energy and information. Energy and information is fast. It's like now. How can you get faster than now?
and I know for myself that when I feel like, I don't have enough time, it is often the times when my mind feels I'm running behind. It's not my being, it's not my knowing, it's not everything else but my mind that feels I'm out of control. And to relax in that moment and allow yourself to actually be aware that it's not just your mind that's running the show, it's all of you. And the power in this is also that we are connected with each other. So in a situation where it's just like boom, 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 this and this and this and this, there are thousands of other people on the planet that are doing something similar from a different angle, and we're all connected. So when you're working on an issue, you're not alone in this. You have lots and lots of other people looking at it from a different perspective. And you can tap into their wisdom, into their ahas. And every time you recognize something, let something go, or conquer something, or really understand something with all of you, that ripples out into that mycelium-like network too. Isn't that cool? We're so connected that we don't have to do it all by ourselves. Sometimes we need to. Sometimes we need to take that stillness, which we will begin with tomorrow with the next 52nd hexagram. But the wisdom in the speed of life is that it doesn't allow us to attach with our mind and solve it with our mind, which is...
And if there's a lesson to be learned or something to explore, you can trust that it will come back again. It will shift again. It will show another facet of itself. Because as we've been probably 6 hexagrams now, and we're noticing that there's similarities in all of them. Again, it's holographic. So whatever you don't pick up today, you'll get again tomorrow or a month from now or when you really need it. And that's about trusting your knowing and trusting yourself and trusting life, as opposed to the mind slowing down. Well, I got to grab onto that. I have to integrate that, and all of that. It's like so slow. Mm-hmm. So this is looking at it and from all these different aspects.
And what I was just thinking about, there is also like this childlike play in this. When you look at children, how they play, they change, boom, 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 right? And there's a energy in that brings forth more life, that allows them to be their best and explore all the aspects. They don't linger long at anything, right? Sometimes they do actually, but most of the time they're moving fast through it. So becoming, again, like a child and having that playfulness and not attaching to like an issue or a challenge, but really knowing that you're in that boom, boom, it will come back in different angles. Mm-hmm. That brings a lightness to a situation, or can bring a lightness to a situation that might have gotten all too stuffy.
Mm-hmm. I was just recalling that the I-Ching itself, another name for it is the Book of Changes. Mm-hmm. Cool. And it's so way, way, way back when they were just like, the point of life is changing, and it's always changing. And how can we be more at ease with change, and when we need to go into a pause? And it's just exploring all those different facets of change.
And like what we talked a couple of days about, this the one and the many, there is this fast change, but it's all expressing life. So it's, again, within that there is a stillness and a calmness. There is an eye in the storm, and being that eye in the storm, and yet allowing yourself to dance in the storm as well. There's a real wisdom in that. Yes. And within that, there's magic.
Yes.
So if you allow it, if you so choose and desire.
That's where magic lives, in that constant shift, change. Mm-hmm. So take a moment and connect with you in this moment, and just notice where you're at in this, with your body first. Let's go to the body first. Connect to your breath. Connect to the earth through your feet. Allow the earth energy to rise up through your feet, your legs, and swirling into your hips and pelvis, moving up through the torso, energizing the organs, your heart, and through your arms, the hands that connect and give and receive, and your head, your neck, your face. Just tune into the aspects of your body. Your body is here for you today as your vehicle to take you through all of these different facets of living. Have a little gratitude or a lot of gratitude for your body today as it moves you through life at the speed of life. It may be a slow day, it may be a fast day. What is it for you? And never forget that your center, your you space, your knowing that lies deep within, place and a space that you can go to, your sacred space you can go to anytime, anywhere.
That's the space of stillness, no matter how strong the storm is. That you coming home to you always is that oasis of stillness.
So remember, with the dance of extremes and the speed of life, you are creating a whole new world today. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow at Synergy.